In the river-ringed kingdom of Eldoria, King Rowan and Queen Elaine ruled with steady hands and weary hearts. Their people prospered, the harvests were kind, and the borders peaceful, yet one ache remained unfilled. They had no child. For years, candles burned in silent chapels, wishes were whispered into the night air, and on a storm-softened evening, the heavens finally answered when the queen labored through the long night. Bells rang in every tower. Courtiers waited breathless outside the chamber. At dawn, a cry rose not, strong, but persistent. When the infant prince was carried into the light, the room fell still. The child was alive and healthy, but unmistakably unusual. His limbs were thin, his ears slightly uneven, and a stubborn lock of silver-brown hair rose from his crown and refused to lie flat. Some courtiers exchanged glances, but then the child opened his eyes. They were deep, alert, and startlingly aware. Before anyone could speak, a breeze swept through the chamber. A woman in a cloak of dusk green appeared beside the cradle, her voice gentle, but unyielding. "Do not grieve what you see," she said. "This child has been gifted sight beyond sight." She touched the infant's brow. "He will understand hearts, hear truths beneath words, and one day he will awaken love where none should bloom." With that, she vanished. They named the boy Prince Alric. Prince Alric grew swiftly, not taller or stronger than other boys, but sharper. He noticed pauses in speech, the way people smiled without meaning it, the sadness hidden behind laughter. Tutors came and went, humbled by his questions, but whispers followed him through marble halls. Children stared, nobles murmured. Some smiled politely, then laughed when he passed. Alric learned early that kindness did not always follow intelligence. At night, Queen Elaine would find him awake, gazing out over the city. "Do you ever wish," he once asked softly, "that people could hear what I hear, instead of only seeing what they see?" The queen had no answer. Beyond the sunlit plains lay Valmir, a kingdom of white stone and flowering courtyards. There, Queen Serafini bore twin daughters. The elder, Princess Maribel, was breathtaking, her beauty celebrated before she could walk. The younger, Princess Anya, was quiet, observant, and forgettable to those who only glanced. On the night of their naming, the same green-cloaked woman appeared. "One shall inspire devotion wherever she goes," she said. "The other shall understand the weight of choice." No one knew what it meant, but as the years passed, it became clear. Maribel was adored but lonely. Anya was overlooked but wise. Maribel's beauty opened doors and closed conversations. Suitors praised her endlessly, yet never listened. Compliments replaced connection at feasts. She smiled until her cheeks ached. In private, she wondered if anyone would love her, if her face were plain. One spring afternoon, she fled the palace alone, escaping into the border forest where Valmir met Eldoria. She did not know she was about to change her fate. Prince Alric, now grown, walked the same forest path that day, seeking silence from a world that judged too quickly. When he stepped into a quiet clearing, he stopped. A young woman sat by the stream, her beauty undeniable but her expression weary. He bowed. "Forgive me, I'll leave." She shook her head. "No, stay, please." They spoke not of courts or crowns but of loneliness, expectations, and the exhaustion of being misunderstood. For the first time, Maribel felt heard. For the first time, Alric felt unjudged. Before they parted, he said gently, "I see you not the version others want." She felt something stir, something real. Days later, Alric revealed the truth of the fairy's blessing. "I can awaken clarity in those I love," he said. not brilliance but understanding. Maribel hesitated. "Why me?" he answered, simply. "Because you listened." With her consent, he touched her hand. The world sharpened not louder, but clearer. Maribel saw patterns in words, meaning in silence, depth where she once felt emptiness. She wept not from magic, but relief. They made no promises, only truth. Maribel returned transformed. Her beauty remained, but now her words carried weight. Advisors listened. Scholars debated her. Suitors multiplied, and yet none felt right. Across the border, Alric waited. He ruled wisely, patiently, never demanding what was freely given. When the year ended, Maribel stood at the edge of the forest again alone, heart steady. She chose. When she reached the clearing, Alric was there. She saw him fully now, not flawless, not handsome by legend but warm, steady, true, and in that clarity, something shifted. Not his face, her sight. "I choose you," she said, "not for what you gave me but for who you always were." The fairy appeared once more. "Love," she said, "is not the power to change another, but the courage to see." Their marriage joined Eldoria and Valmir, but more importantly, it changed them. Courts valued conversation over appearance. Children were praised for curiosity. Worth was measured deeper than beauty. And Prince Alric, once overlooked, was remembered as the king who taught the world how to see. Beauty may catch the eye, but only understanding captures the heart. The greatest magic is not what we are given, but what we learn to recognize.